I want to take a moment to tell you about my sister, Banaz. Growing up, we dressed alike, we swapped clothes, and we experienced most things in life as one. That is until she turned 17. Banaz was forced to marry a man twice her age. He was abusive, but she was brave. She reported his abuse, and she left her child marriage. And when I turned 16, I was also forced to marry against my will. And for 2 years, I lived in fear for myself and my sister. Until one day, my worst nightmare became a reality. My sister, Banaz, was murdered in a so-called honor killing. An all too familiar fate for child brides who take a stand. But I knew then I had to get out. My sister's death gave me a second chance at life, and I stand here today for her and the 650 million girls globally who are married before the age of 18.
I was also forced to marry a complete stranger who turned out to be violent right here in New York City. As a bride, I was forced to undergo a virginity exam. As a wife, I was forced to have unprotected sex with my husband on my wedding night and on a monthly basis thereafter, a lifetime of rape. I escaped after 15 years in my abusive marriage, my abusive forced marriage, in which I was forced to have 2 children without my consent. And I founded Unchained at last to end forced and child marriage in the United States. And that's why I am standing here today.
My name is Holly. I'm a Republican state senator from Missouri. At age 15, I was a lost teenager who decided to marry my 21-year-old boyfriend. It didn't take long for me to realize that I was not old enough to make that kind of choice for myself. And it is my belief that child marriage should be banned, not just in our country, but around the world. We need your help. Child marriage is currently legal in 37 states, and 4 of those states do not require any minimum age for marriage if they have a parental or judicial waiver. The gray area around this subject can no longer persist. The 3 of us stand here before you from 3 different backgrounds, united by one mission: ending child marriage for good. Together, we can make sure that every child is protected.
Global citizens, let's take action and call on every US state to ban child marriage, starting with California. Together, we have to make this a thing of the past. Do you agree?